Dahmer. I am a roll to the tide woman all the way. Yeah. Right now, this woman is thinking about voting seriously. November the 8th is upon us. And more importantly, I'm thinking about the folk who sacrificed so that we can all walk down to the poll, drive down to the poll. In my case, to just fill in some ovals with a pencil. It's that easy and vote. I think about the people who sacrifice so that I can have this right. And one of the people is a man by the name of Mr. Vernon Dahmer Sr. And so I have a poem in honor of him. It's called Testimony for Mr. Vernon Dahmer Sr. Ways I hears it, ways I hears it. January 1966 is when the tall man of Mississippi loaned his store to the colored. Folks wailing to wayfaring saints. His proposition. Pay the poll tax, own the right to vote. Your 40 acres, your mule. Vote. The right is yours. Hang your heads up. Vote. Loads of them heard his cry, traveled on down the road planning to pay the tax so they could own the right to vote. A penalty the tall man paid on January 10th of 1966. The Ku Klux Klan spoke loud. At least they thought they did. Roused the fire in honor of Mr. Vernon Dahmer Sr. They burned his body, but not his name. So when you go out of your house on November the 8th, you might think about your mother, your father. You might think about your grandparents. Or you might think about people like Viola Gregg Liuso and Mr. Vernon Dahmer Sr. Don't let politics get you out there. Because for some folks, that might not get them there. But if you're voting in honor of the people who sacrifice for you, that might get you there. And I pray that it keeps you in the line, no matter how long the line is. Make sure you have your sneakers and get you some water, and maybe you want to take you some popcorn. And you might want to take enough to share with a friend. But make sure you get out there in honor of Jimmy Lee Jackson and Viola Gregg Liuso, John Lewis, and Mr. Vernon Dahmer Sr. Let's register our voices. And let's vote.